and it just fired off. Like, it was crazy. So I had cystic acne completely covering my face everywhere. It was so painful, and just like I always say, like, I turned into a vampire because, like, I hated going out in the daytime because it would take me like 45 minutes to do my makeup to cover it, but you can't cover like the texture.
No.
So it was,
and then the sun hits it, and it's just like,
and everyone can see it, and
yeah,
it's just like, it's brutal, but everyone's just like, it's not that bad, but, and it's really not, like, but whenever you're trying to tell yourself that, it's really hard.
I've had skin problems my whole life. It's totally worth it. So I'm very excited. I'm very excited for you to meet Rachael and talk about the treatment more. And actually, we're going to record today, which I am admittedly a little bit nervous about, but I'm sure it will be fine. So yeah, watch from beginning to end, and I know that you will love this too. My name is Brandy Hofer, your host of the Color Me Happy podcast. I am so glad you're here. I appreciate your time. Thank you so much. If you want more weekly content just like this, be sure to like and subscribe to our channel. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out on Instagram at Brandy Hofer Studios anytime. I'm happy to chat. That's where I sit, and I'm so glad you're here, and I cannot wait for you to dive in. So give us a like and subscribe, and check the rest of our channel out. Yeah, I always get names of stuff. I get nervous. I'm going to be like a real interviewer today because this is just the way the microphone is working, set up in this space. Yeah, it is. It's a chat with a friend. So welcome, Rachael. I'm so happy to have you here. I've been getting to know you, and I'll tell you everyone why. But if you could tell everyone like what you do and how you got into it. So we're at Complexion Skin Therapy, as you can all see. But I have some really cool news, and that's why I'm featuring Rachael and this whole thing, because I'm super excited about what we're going to do, what we've already done, which you will see at the end, which is a very vulnerable, when you talk about skin for people, like, it's a very vulnerable thing. So I feel like what you do is a very delicate matter, and you do it really well. So how did you get started in this biz? What inspired you to be like, I'm going to crack down on people's, like, I'm going to solve this issue for people?
Where do I start?
Yeah, from the beginning.
Well, I started with the hair removal first because I was like 5 o'clock shadow, always. Like, I didn't even wear shorts when I was a teenager because I was so hairy.
Self-conscious.
Yep. And even you couldn't shave every day because, like, you'd get razor burn, and it was so brutal. So it was actually my mom sent me to get laser hair removal for my birthday. And so I went to a clinic in town, and this is like years ago, and I was like, this is the coolest job ever.
Really?
Yeah.
That's hilarious, because, like, I took the kids to the dentist. I was like, would you want to be a dentist? They were like, nope.
Hell to the no.
No. Nope. And the dentist was awesome. It was Amy Reed, and she was fun and nice. And I was like, she had them, like, helping, right?
Yeah.
And then I was like, would you guys be interested? I'm like, be a dentist, because, like, that's a pretty good, steady, like, coming from an artist who has to make up her own jobs.
Yeah,
but
totally, right? Dental,
it's like, yeah, that would be probably a little bit easier than what I tried to do. But they're like, no, I'll be a YouTuber. I was like, cool. Easy path. That's cool that sparked that for you. So, like, it was, like, instantaneous.
Yeah, kinda, yeah. And then, so I was going there for a little while, and then I started getting, like, a little bit of, like, teen acne, not major though, just like a little bit. So then they started doing facial treatments on me, and that would keep it at bay. And then fast forward when I went to school for this stuff, you're like a broke student, so I couldn't do any of my treatments anymore. And then that's the other thing, is that we were learning about so many different products, so I was trying so many different things, and I totally messed up my barrier. And then we were practicing facials all the time, and it was way too much stimulation, and I'm acne prone, so it was always at bay though, and it just fired off. Like, it was crazy. So I had cystic acne completely covering my face everywhere. It was so painful, and just like I always say, like, I turned into a vampire because, like, I hated going out in the daytime. Because it would take me, like, 45 minutes to do my makeup to cover it, but you can't cover, like, the texture.
No.
So it was...
And then the sun hits it, and it's just like...
and everyone can see it, and
yeah.
it's just, like, it's brutal, but everyone's just like, it's not that bad, but... And it's really not. Like... But whenever you're trying to tell yourself that, it's really hard.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. No, I remember, in college, I've been on everything, and I look fine from far away on this camera. But, like, I've been on everything for acne, too. It's just, I don't know if it's genetic or not, but my brother and my sister have acne as well. I probably have a milder version of what they have, if we're being honest. But, like... trying to find solutions through like hormones, like all those products that totally destroy your skin, and then like so you're just like, I've always thought it is painful and it is itchy, and like people are like, oh, don't worry, it's like, it's easy for you to say, like you get a pimple a year. And like I grew bangs and it made it like itchier and redder, and I just like
oils in your hair.
It was so
And then makeup to cover it, like lots of makeups make it worse, and it's like a never-ending cycle, and it hurts. Like, it's
I have some right now in my scalp for like
so
a month,
painful.
and like they're just, they hurt. I can feel them when I'm sleeping.
Yeah.
Like, it's terrible.
Yeah, it's like constant throbbing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it's brutal. So, like back then, that was, I don't even know how many years ago it was, but all they had was
Proactive.
Yeah, there was Proactive.
Will save your life.
And then Accutane.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I went on Accutane, and it was brutal because I was on like the higher dose. So like dry mouth was outrageous. I couldn't go anywhere without a water bottle. Eye drops, I had to have eye drops in all the time. My feet were so dry. Like my whole body was, and the weirdest thing that I never thought about was your hair. Like my hair didn't get oily at all.
Weird.
Yeah, and then I made the mistake of actually getting my hair bleached whenever I was on it, and I didn't know that you couldn't do it, and nor did no one really knew, and like it broke like crazy too. Yeah, it was.
That makes sense. Yeah.
And then I was really good. Like I wore SPF all the time. Like every 2 hours, I was reapplying SPF because I was on it during the summertime. So you had to be really careful. And one day, all my friends were going to the beach, so I was like, okay, I'll just load on my SPF. I'll take a blanket and I'll cover myself with the blanket. I fell asleep. And my legs popped out of the blanket, and I ended up getting 3rd-degree burn on the inside of my legs.
What?
Yeah, it was so painful. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so you have to be really careful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like extreme measures for acne. So describe what Accutane actually does in your very technical way to your people's bodies.
Well, like, I'm not a pharmacist, but it does stop your oil production. So, and you can't pick where it stops your oil production. It just stops it everywhere. So it's a high dose.
So where do you have oil glands in your body?
Everywhere.
Everywhere. Like you said, your eyes, your mouth, probably brain. Everywhere. Hormones. Yeah. So you said you had dry feet.
Yeah. They have
dry hair.
They have to take blood work every month to make sure everything's functioning properly.
Yeah. No, I was on it too at one point, and came off depressed. So just a walk in the park.
Yeah.
Just a terrible. Yeah. And then
and it clears it, but it's not
temporarily. Yeah, temporarily. As like after that, I like a few years after, I end up like being a mom, and hormones change, and like and then after you're done that, hormones are changing again, and all sorts of fun new things happening.
Mine gave me a clean slate, but it also
That's good.
Yeah, but it's not like you're acne free. Like,
no, I never felt more confident than after I had like been on that for a while.
Yeah, mine was like 6 weeks, and then I was like, but it's also like the scarring too that's associated with the acne. Like I didn't realize once the acne is gone, like all the buildup that happens underneath your skin, it breaks down all the collagen and elastin. So then your skin sinks in and all those scar tissues. So the scarring I had a hard time with afterwards. It was clear, but the scarring was hard.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and that took a lot of treatments.
Yeah. I'm finding more of this, like, I just, maybe my age and my skin's not bouncing back as it once did. But, like, mine is, like, yeah, more, like, prone to scarring now.
Yeah.
And they just, like, stick around with, what do you say, melasma as well?
The coloration.
Yeah, the discoloration of the skin. So, just, like, fun new things. I feel like a lot of people, and women our age are going through a lot of these changes and things.
Now, are having hormonal acne.
Yeah.
Yeah, nowadays more than anything. So.
Do you think it's like diet and lifestyle?
Like I would assume so, but yeah, acne is a hard rodeo. There's so many things that can trigger it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Stress probably being the biggest factor.
Yeah, stress can set off your hormones. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's for sure for me what it is. Okay, so I came here, I don't know, just like a few weeks ago. Yeah. I came for laser hair, which I, by the way, am so happy about, and I was going to tell you today, but I'll just say it right here on the podcast. I have that self-conscious bikini line, and bikinis seem to be getting like higher and thinner. And I like to rock the latest style because I work out and I like, yes, I've had 3 kids, but like I like to, I like to, wear the coolest bikini that I can find, and any person, any shape should feel confident in rocking what they want, except for the razor burn and the rash. I don't feel as confident like rocking that or forgetting to shave or whatever. Yeah. And so the treatment's taking really well. It was just my first one, and that whole section, like, I feel I'm really excited for vacation where I don't have to worry about that area anymore being super red and flared up, because like on a lot of vacations you walk with shorts and they like rub in that area, and then it's like,
or the salt water, you shave and then you go in the ocean, and that hurts.
Oh yeah. yeah. No, it just hurts in general, but I'm excited about that. And then we got talking, because you probably as a specialist looked at my face and we got talking about, and I didn't know about Aviclear. So, and you can go into the more technical version, but I'm very excited because it's 3 treatments. I had my first treatment the other day, which you'll see the whole thing on here after. It's 3 treatments, and it clears mild to medium to severe acne in 3 treatments for the rest of your life by shrinking the sebaceous oil glands that are acne causing in that. What layer of skin is that in?
So it normalizes your...
Normalizes it. So just zap them away forever.
Yeah. No, they're still there. They just function properly.
Yeah. So it's what Accutane does, except in a targeted area, not all over your body, so you don't like affect
and
whatever.
It doesn't completely stop the sebaceous oil gland. So it's not that your skin won't dry out or anything. It'll just normalize it so it starts to function properly. So if you're acne prone, it's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Even oil, it normalizes your oil production. So
wow.
Yeah,
I'm excited for the results. So talk about how long that takes and what that process looks like.
So it's a process.
Yeah,
but it's crazy. So 3 treatments, you do them a month apart, and then after that it's like a waiting game. So your body takes a while to basically rebuild and heal. So it's 3 months after your last treatment is whenever your skin starts to really clear up. And then 6 months after that, you're pretty well clear. And then at a year point, you're in the clear.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, so time. Mm-hmm. But I mean, a year flies by, and it's worth it. Because you did Aviclear, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still have another treatment to go. But
oh, really?
Yeah.
So you're just in the...
But how I found it was... I had a client come in for scar reduction therapy, and it was for acne scarring. And so I assumed she was on Accutane because I've never seen... She showed me pictures of her befores and stuff, and she was like full cystic on the cheeks, and like a year later she was completely clear. And I assumed she was on Accutane. So I said, like, we can't start any scar therapies at all until you're at least 6 months to even a year after Accutane, because your skin can't handle any of that.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, oh, I wasn't on Accutane. And I'm like, well, what in the heck did you do?
Yeah, what is this transformation?
Yeah, because I'd never seen anything like that. So then she told me about this laser she got done, and I was just like, what? So then I got a hold of the people, and it was actually like a company that I've known of and heard of, and they created the Aviclear. So it's pretty outrageous. They were able to harness to be able to hit the sebaceous oil glands while still keeping the treatment somewhat comfortable. It's not like...
I'll explain the treatment. Okay, so it feels like, I think it feels like it's very cold and there's a bit of pressure, but like that didn't bother me. But it does feel like those little kid toys where you like, they're a trick toy and you like feel like a zap.
Yeah.
When, like a shock.
Yeah, it's like that.
It's exactly like that 30 times on your face.
Yeah, like over and over and over
yeah.
again. Yeah.
And honestly, like halfway through, I was like, it is what it is.
Yeah.
So I just like, while I was in it and while I was getting it done with you, like imagining it literally zapping those glands, and those glands were what were causing, and it honestly did feel like that. Flare-ups in the same places over and over and over for my whole entire life whenever I, got extra stressed or ate something that flared it or whatever I did, like the same areas, it feels like the same things that have been happening for, that flares those things. And I just imagine them never fucking coming back. I was like, we're getting you, we're zapping you. And that's when it like felt worth it.
Yeah.
And honestly, like it's not even the being on camera thing. It is partly the being on camera, but it's every day.
Yeah.
It's every day you get up, you want to feel like good in your own skin. And like, I'm mostly self-conscious when I'm actually just talking to someone like face to face.
Oh, same.
Yeah. Like,
I had to teach myself to like make eye contact with people, because if I like looked away, it's like I can't see them seeing my acne, so it won't hurt that bad. Yeah. And it's just like, it's just a terrible feeling, honestly. And I think for so many people, I think it would literally change the course of their lives. And for you, it was debilitating, right? Yeah, big time.
Yeah, I didn't want to go out as much when I had that full forehead. And that was caused by, I think that one was going off of... that one was going off of Depo-Provera. No, not Depo-Provera. The shot, whatever the shot is, where you get no period.
Yeah.
So then all this, which by the way, not for women, not good for 19-year-old women who are building the calcium up in their body. I actually got a stress fracture in my foot, or in my tibia. Because I am a runner, but I was actually like in cross-country running, competitive running in college. And so I got a stress fracture because you're intaking all your calcium, you're building your calcium as a woman at that point for the rest of your life. And this stuff blocks that. Oh. I forget what the one where you, get it every 3 months and then you don't have your period ever, which I felt very stable. Yeah, but after going off of it, you can get cystic acne. Of course, because all your hormones are rushing back. And then the next time I went on low-dose antibiotics to treat my skin, the doctor put me on low-dose antibiotics, again, after going off of it. And I was nursing, so I wasn't even supposed to be on those because they transfer. Yeah. Cool. So I killed my floras as well as my son's at that time. And then I got cystic acne again. Yeah. And then that was like all over here, which really is painful and scars. Mm-hmm. So
when it pushes on your nose like that.
Oh my gosh. So yeah. So, and then of course, being 38-year-old woman, now I just have the full on goatee. of acne.
The goatee of acne.
Yeah, for perimenopausal women. And I do see a lot of women my age who are likely perimenopausal as well, and that's just like a kind of a symptom of that, I think.
Yeah. So, and that was always the kind of go-to before I found this laser, and they both work well together. But I was always like, okay, you guys got to get your hormones checked, and they would, but it's still a process. Like, your skin doesn't clear up instantly. Like, so it can be a journey. So it's nice to be able to find something that you can still work on your hormones, but you still can do this treatment at the same time. It doesn't affect that at all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And the Aviclear isn't light sensitive, so you can be like,
You
if
have to
like
still wear sunscreen.
right, I'm doing it. I've been so great about sunscreen and hats and sunglasses when I run
But
every
you can have
time now.
any color of skin and get the
Yeah.
treatment done.
Yeah.
There's a lot of treatments, like it's a factor. So this one, yeah, it doesn't see color. So,
Yeah,
yeah,
that's pretty cool.
yeah.
Yeah. And then what is the laser that we're doing today after this that is in between the treatments of Aviclear
Yeah,
to
so
help
this one's
clear it
included
up?
with the Aviclear, and this one's laser genesis. So this one is it's a different wavelength. So what we're working on is collagen elastin. We're gonna help stimulate that collagen elastin to get it going for scars. So we treat it at the same time, and then we can get that kick started. So the coloration, anything that is like pitted, anything like that, we can start treating.
Mm-hmm.
And we can treat it right away, which is nice. If you're on medication, you have to wait. Whereas Avi, we can do these treatments as we go. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it kills the bacteria on the outer layer too.
On the outer layer, which will help.
Yeah, the Avi's working on the inside where the oil glands are, but it does still take time. Whereas laser genesis, we can treat the exterior and start breaking down the bacteria too. So then your skin clears up quicker.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited about it all, even though it'll be a year. So I'll come back in a year. We'll talk about how this worked. But it's just, honestly, it's just such a relief. And I just can't wait. Like, I'm fine, but I'd like to be like, just like, go. I don't love wearing makeup. Clearly, I didn't even like wearing sunscreen.
Yeah.
But now I ran out and I was like, I ran back in to like quickly throw it on. It's this one.
Yeah,
This brand, Color Science. It's like, I love their sunscreen because it matches my skin. You like the powder for SPF.
You like
I like the cream
Yeah.
because it like you glow.
Yeah.
And and it covers. So that's
It does cover
like
more
your
than
skin's
that.
clear.
Yeah.
Mine is full of scars and discoloration at this point. So that's
Yeah,
why
the liquid
I
does
love the
cover that.
liquid
Yeah.
coverage. So yeah, thank you for coming on and explaining that solution, because I feel like so many people are struggling and this is an actual solution, and there are payment plans for people who can't pay that huge chunk right away. Honestly, when you said it was expensive, I thought it was going to be even more. So I was relieved like it wasn't like beyond means. Like I feel like when you set these goals, and we talk about hitting our goals and setting it and figuring it out anyways, I feel like this is something people can figure out. Like if your teeth are crooked and you need braces, you figure out how to pay for braces.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's something everyone can figure out if they are struggling, because I feel like it's worth it emotionally. So
the amount that you spend on, because and a lot of the times before I even found out Abby, like the treatments that we were doing on like my acne clients it's a lot. Like if you want to, but you're
it's a Band-Aid on a bullet hole.
Yeah, you're constantly chasing, and you'll get it clear, but it's not like correcting anything. Like you're spreading your treatments out and you're getting further, but there's still ones coming up and you're still having to deal with it, and you have to kind of be on top of it, or then you're dealing with the scar tissue, and that's hard.
It's long term.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So to find something that actually gets down to the root of it is,
It's exciting.
it is.
Yeah. Pretty cool. Okay, you can reach out anytime, online, right? Book,
Yep.
right? Yeah. If you feel like doing the Aviclear or any sort of, if you want to dive in with laser hair first, like I did, just come. Yeah. There's a whole bunch of treatments here, so check out. And I feel like your rates are very affordable, so people should definitely check you out and come and have a great conversation, just like this one. And thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah. Okay, I'm here getting my Aviclear done by Rachel. This is her beautiful space here. She has complexion skin therapy. I'm very excited. I just learned about it. It is here, like here's the sign right here. It's a treatment for mild, moderate, or severe acne. I'm gonna do one, so you feel that's gonna feel really cold. Here's the cold. And this has a lot of pressure. That's fine. How are you doing? You're all right? Sometimes the worst of it is the pressure.
If you want to feel empowered and inspired, like and subscribe for more. And if you want to get creative, check out all our art hacks on this channel.